All right, here's the deal. We got another war brewing up here in the content creation space surrounding Wuthering Waves. The game still isn't even launched yet. People are already coming at each other for the different things. Gosh darn it, guys. We gotta step in here and clean up everybody's mess real quick. Jeez. It's like some of you don't even understand how to communicate with each other sometimes, you know? Like, okay. Let's just get into it, okay? Here's the deal. There's been a lot of conversation breaking out about the idea of like meta in Wuthering Waves and guides in Wuthering Waves and casual players in Wuthering Waves, and there being a bit of a conflict between some of the groups. And I can definitely understand where a lot of people are coming from, but I feel like there's a lot of this happening right now in the conversation, if that makes sense. Because a lot of people I feel like are arguing not the same point. Like, here's what's happening. There's a recent movement of players talking about how they don't really care about the meta, that they don't really care about the guides that are being released because they want to be able to just explore the game and play the game at their own pace and decide what kind of builds they want to come up with. They love the opportunity to just explore the game at their own pace, play the characters that they want to play in the way that they want to play them. And I think there's absolutely zero things wrong with that position. Games are about fun. Play the freaking game how you want to play the game. So I think that's totally fine. However, then a lot of the guide makers and people who enjoy finding the meta who are coming out and saying, stop complaining about meta. Stop complaining about this. Like, you don't have to play it. Play whatever you want. Why do you got to drag us into it? And that's the problem. Because it's not really the guide makers or the casual players who are at fault here. It's the people in the middle who just say really dumb things and get really annoying sometimes. We need to understand that guides are helpful because of one very key reason that I don't see a lot of people talking about. People are dumb. A perfect example of this is if we just go back to MTashed. Back when Genshin Impact started, he was coming out with tutorial videos and guide videos on how to increase your character's power, and they were very, very basic videos, how-to videos of just literally leveling artifacts. He made a whole like 8-minute video on leveling artifacts, and don't get me wrong, he got a lot of flack for it at the time. A lot of people are aware of that thing, but that video did amazing. He got tons of views on that video, and you know what? He helped a ton of people too, because a lot of people don't realize that just simply leveling your artifacts is going to have that much of an effect, or people unsure of what artifacts that they want to level or what they should be leveling. So having those kind of basic guides and tutorials and things are helpful for people because people are dumb. Obviously not you. If you're my viewer, of course you're not dumb. You're clearly smart for being here, so I appreciate you being here. However, if you had not had an opportunity to like and subscribe, make sure to do that right now. But we're going to continue on ranting here. Gacha games are catered towards a casual audience by and large, meaning like you don't need to necessarily time sink a ton of time into it every single day, so you can slowly make progress on your account, improve your characters, and keep moving. Not everyone has the time to go through and figure out the perfect builds or what artifacts that they should be using, and just want a guide to help them do that. They just want somebody to say, hey, yeah, put the ice artifacts on the ice character. Some people literally just want to hear that to make sure that they're doing the right thing, and I don't blame those people at all. If you're a working adult or somebody who's busy in college and you're trying to get through finals or something, and you literally just want to look up a quick guide so you can keep continuing to play how you want to play and not have to overthink those elements of it, I think that's totally cool. And I think there's a service and a people who will benefit from those kinds of videos. Where it becomes a problem, where the line is now overstepped into not a good thing, is when the viewers of such videos, and or in some cases the content creators who make those videos, who start talking about meta, the most efficient teams, come into play, is when you start telling somebody that they are wrong for playing the game and not playing in the meta. This is something that became a big deal in the Honkai Star Rail community recently. A lot of people have been bringing up some conflict there, and we can see it's already coming into Wuthering Waves because it's just, that's how gacha players are. So at least a small portion of them, enough that it makes a lot of people really annoyed. But it's the people who do that, who leave the comments, who, when somebody's asking for a guide or a tip or how to build a character, that immediately everybody just goes straight to meta, make or break, do meta, or don't even play the game, or at least that's the way that they communicate. They become real jerks about it. And when you're just trying to explore a game, have fun, maybe find some information, it can be really disheartening when you're when people are telling you to basically uninstall the game because you missed a character's banner that was up 6 months ago. There's nothing you can do about that. I guess I'll just go back in time and start playing when the game launched, I guess. Zero help. And it's just disappointing, disheartening, and it makes you really demotivated and not have fun with playing the game. That's the part, that's where the argument's truly happening there. It's not a problem with guides existing or some people even discovering meta, some of the most efficient builds, but it's when the people who then worship the meta as the only way to play the game, that's the problem. That's the part that everyone just gets super annoyed by. So I can totally understand, especially a content creator who you can sometimes get hundreds of viewers backseating you when you're trying to play a game when someone's like, why are you using them? They're not the best character. Most of us don't give a crap. Like 100%, I will be playing Yin Ling probably often like a main DPS, even though maybe her most efficient way to play her is actually as like a sub DPS / off-field DPS character because the way that her kit and skills are designed. But I don't care. I like the character Yin Ling, so I plan on playing Yin Ling on field because I think she looks cool and I like her abilities. So the final point that I'm trying to make here is, well, there is a service for guide makers, and I think there are those people who don't have the time to sink into it, that they just want to see the guides so someone can tell them to put the ice artifacts on the ice set so they can feel good about it. Let them make the content. That's totally fine. Continue to make that content. You're going to help people. But you in the community that refuse to let other players have fun because somebody doesn't want to play the meta, just stop. Just stop. Nobody likes it. Nobody likes to hear it. Nobody likes to look in the comments or in the replies of somebody trying to just harp on their fun because they want to play a character that they want to play, but they're not the meta DPS, the fire character, or whatever. It's enough. I think we've all basically had enough at this point. Let me know in the comments down below if you've had enough of this. I know a lot of us have, but at the end of the day, all of us are really excited for Wuthering Waves. And a lot of us are going to be playing Wuthering Waves differently, whether it's meta chasers or the casuals who just want to play the characters that they want to play, or maybe you're somewhere in between, where maybe you do look up a guide to play the character you want efficiently, even if they're not the meta character. Who cares? It's a freaking game, guys. A game that we're all excited for, and it's coming out on May 22nd, so make sure to come back here, find more Wuthering Waves content. If you're enjoying the content today, like I said, make sure to drop a subscribe. I will be streaming on the launch of Wuthering Waves as well if you want to come and check it out there. Stream every Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, safe for work, baby. We are going to be doing streams at 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern time. Come check it out. And a quick shout out to all the patrons who support this channel. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.